Hey guys, it's Grauph Nerdmuma. Got another Fruits Basket reaction, episode 5. Um, she just got the phone call from her grandpa, which, yeah, I guess if you said he's still alive, my brain went straight to like,
Well, to
horrible,
be fair, they made it incredibly
dramatic.
dramatic, yes. Where if it wasn't for the fact that it was the grandfather calling, then it would be very concerning.
Well, it was the way she had answered. It was almost as if someone had said something had happened to her
Mm-hmm.
grandfather. She said like the way she answered it. I don't. It could have
Mm-hmm.
just been the voice actor, the way they did that, but.
Yeah.
I was a little bit like,
Hmm?
I go straight to Grave of the Fireflies, your first anime. Bad
Never
news is
forgiving you for that
bad
one.
news.
But we do start to just get a bit more um into some story a bit now, so excited
Yeah,
about
we just
that.
had Kagura show up and
Hurricane Kagura, world in and world out. She's an interesting one because I've seen people that either thoroughly enjoy her character because she's crazy, or they're like, "Oh my god, this girl is crazy. She needs to be stopped." Like it's very extreme points of views from what I've been seeing. So she's always a fun one to see people react to.
the boar.
Hmm?
The boar.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's the boar. All right,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Renovations are wrapping up.
They work surprisingly fast.
Yes. The exterior walls aren't done, but most of the work's complete, so it's ready to live in. Grandpa said I could come back. So... Oh no! I forgot! I haven't started cooking!
We can scrounge something up. Or better yet, why don't we just go out to eat instead?
It'll be fine.
Huh?
I already have all the ingredients I need.
No, please let me.
The show makes me want to cook a lot more.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Mom!
I adore that transition so much. It's so clean the way they did it. It's fabulous. Oh, are you ready for this?
Back to the dead mom.
Dinner will be ready in just a second.
I told you, stay in bed until your fever was gone, young lady.
Oh no, don't worry. My temperature's already come down a whole lot. You work so hard for us every day. I can't just do nothing.
Thank you, sweetie. But sometimes, it's okay to be selfish.
Thanks, Mom. But I'm okay. I'm sure Grandpa's house is looking great now. I can be happy there too. Besides,
Queen of
anything's gotta
optimism.
be better than living in a tent, right?
She's not wrong.
You'll probably want to pick up soy sauce at the store soon. Oh, and garbage day changed recently, so keep that in mind. What else? Right.
How much older is he than them?
Shigure? How much older is he?
Yeah, like just that shot there, or it's maybe just his size.
I
He
don't
looks
know
like
exactly
more
how
like an
old he
adult
is, but
now.
he is an adult. He's like in his 20s, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah,
Okay.
he is one of the eldest.
I was like, he's
Yeah.
looking kind of old for these high schoolers or whatever.
Well,
And his voice is a little
Okay, so
makes more sense now.
don't know all of the details, but from my understanding, it's not at all uncommon in Japan to move to a different household for high school if you pick a high school that isn't close to your home. But like there would have to be like an adult present, and that's
Like a group house kind of thing.
yeah, that's I believe that's the idea. So that's what this essentially is, and it's usually a relative or something. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what I've noticed in just general anime watching and whatnot.
I guess tomorrow's the big day. You've done so much for us. Thank you.
No, thank you. And I promise you can trust me. I'll take the Soma family secret to my grave.
You'll enjoy being home again, won't you?
Oh, yes. I'll settle back in just fine.
I half expected you to stop her.
Why would I? This was always just going to be a temporary living arrangement.
Rat Boy's right. Weird thing isn't her going home. It's that she ever stayed here at all.
Yeah, Yuki did it out of spite to begin with, remember? It was, screw you, Soma family, I'm gonna invite a girl here.
I think the Somas and I could become a family. Then again, I always have been a little on the dim side. Haven't I, Mom?
Let's all remember the rules and have some fun. You're an apple. You're a banana. Hoda, you're a rice ball.
I don't know why, but for some reason, the boys picked on me a lot back then. He was probably trying to be mean to me. But at the time... Yay! Rice balls are yummy!
Okay, here we go. Apple.
The game went on, and one by one, the others were called. I waited for it to be the rice ball's turn. That's right. I've never been the brightest light bulb.
Yeah, I get that, you know, when you're that age and just not, you know, I would never say I was bullied, but definitely know that, like, frequently, like, being, like, the last to be chosen on things like
Bullied
that.
by the system.
It's
When I was
just...
7. And every single kid got an award that day except
Oh,
for me,
yeah, because you
I
had
was a
just
new
moved
kid.
to the school. So you were the only kid that didn't get an award for something dumb. Like, yeah, that feeling of being just left out, like, especially at that age, it's the worst thing. It really sucks. And bless her little heart, she was just like, oh, you know, rice balls are yummy, you know? She's a kid, you know?
The place looks great. Thank you for letting me stay.
We're glad to have you, Kyoko dear.
Come on, Grandpa, that's Toru.
It should have been obvious. The rice ball would never get to join the group. Rice balls don't belong in a fruits basket.
All that food.
Not terribly sentimental as far as goodbyes go. Well, that was a clean parting. Even so, you left plenty of melancholy in your wake. Goodbye for now.
I wonder if they ate breakfast this morning without anyone there to heat it up. Maybe I should have done things differently. Said goodbye to them in person. I just figured I'll see them again at school, so...
Toru, are you done unpacking yet?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll finish up right now.
Sucks. Grandpa's place is bigger than our last one was. More space, and yet here I am sharing a room with somebody else.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Kyoko, they're calling for you downstairs.
I'm here. You wanted to speak to me?
That's right. We did. We need to discuss this sooner rather than later. The thing is, Toru, I hear that you were living unchaperoned in a single man's home. I had a private detective investigate.
Wait, a private detective? To follow me? But why do that?
My son has ambitions. He wants to become a police officer. For that to happen, we can't very well have someone with a criminal record in the family, now can we? At first I thought a private investigation might be going too far. But they say Kyoko used to have violent tendencies. So I was concerned. If you're going to live in this house, you need to make sure all of your actions are discreet from now on.
Be honest, Toru. While you were living there, they didn't do anything to you, did they? Anything indecent?
Honestly, are jeering and taunting all you people know how
Go,
to
Grandpa.
do? I'm very sorry about them, Kyoko.
It's okay.
They're terribly unpleasant people, but what can you do?
How could you say that?
You're not exactly helping here!
Still, nasty or not, they are my family, and I've invited them to share my home. If they say a few ugly things to me, well, I can tolerate it. But there's no reason you should stay here and put up with their petty backbiting. Katsuya said Kyoko would always be happiest living somewhere she could spread her wings. Hard to do that surrounded by negativity and spite. So, you see, I think you might need something a little more than this place. My dear, if there's somewhere you'd rather be, that's all right. I promise you I'll understand.
Mom loved me with all her heart. I have 2 friends who are always there for me.
Damn right you do.
And Soma and his family are so kind to me. You're offering me a place to stay, giving me a roof over my head again. I can't be anything but grateful for that. So I shouldn't say that what really I want is to go home.
But yeah, just that whole... I love that they're starting to address that so long we associate selfish being a negative, purely negative thing. Like, if you have done anything selfish, that is the wrong thing to do. So to just, you know, like, she's just such a good person, like, you know, it's okay to want to do something for yourself.
Take charge of your life and accept, like, yeah, I need to benefit in some way from something.
Don't need to be around toxic people just because they're family. Like, the concept of just, you've got to put up with stuff because they're your family, and that cousin, like, welcome to my most hated character in the entire show.
I hate you!
Because the things he said were just vile, absolutely vile.
Are they gonna go into, like, is her mom from somewhere else with her hair color?
Okay, I don't know about that at all, and I wonder if they address that.
Kyo stood out for his hair color, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was the only orange hair.
I don't know. I think she probably dyes it, but as far as why this family has a negative view on her, you'll find out why later, so I'm not going to spoil that for you. But just, like, bear in mind, like, if you remember, Toru said about, like, in episode 1, the, like, sealing the secret with blood. My mom used to do that all the time.
Do an oath. We could even seal it with fire or blood if you wanted to.
No, listen.
Mom apparently used to do stuff like that all the time.
Like, you're getting hints of the kind, you know, she didn't necessarily live a proper life, and these people are clearly all about the appearances. My son's going to be a cop, so no one can interfere with that. And the grandpa's just hit that point where he's just like, I'm old, what can they do to me? Like, you know, they're terrible, but this is my child, you know, and these are her kids, so. But to have that level of understanding is just so great for Toru, because she never would have done this on her own. She just needed that little, you know, it's okay, be selfish, girl, you deserve it, you do so much for people.
I wanted it so much.
I didn't realize she was saying this out loud.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Asking for more than I deserve.
it's hard to tell sometimes, but yeah.
Come on. It's time to go home. Would you stop? That angry pacing is distracting me.
If it bothers you so much, then go read in your room. What's with them? Kicking her out for some renovations, then casually summoning her back when they're over with?
What else would they do? Seems perfectly normal to me.
It isn't normal at all.
This from the idiot who left home without so much as a word and dropped off the map for 4 months.
You want to fight? Because I'm ready. I'll show you who's getting beat. Outside now, rodent.
Will you children please calm down? The courthouse can't take it. I am calm.
I'm calm as hell.
Clearly. I'm going to take a walk. Enjoy the fresh air.
So discreet.
What's wrong? Looking for something?
Yeah, just nail clippers.
Sure, they'd be in the living room.
If you're looking for the note Toru left, good luck. Yuki took it.
That bastard!
It's hard to find just from the information on here. So what now? I guess I could ask around.
Hey! Hold there! Hand over that note now or I'll kill ya!
Yuki really does have legs for days, especially with those kicks.
I don't get it. The house should be in this block of buildings.
Well, none of the nameplates said Honda, so obviously it's not. Give it!
Hands off.
Listen, it just got remodeled, so it'll be all new and shiny, which means if we haven't found it yet, we're looking in the wrong place.
The exterior walls aren't done, but most of the work's complete, so it's ready to live in.
Where do you think you're going?
Here it is.
It's totally still under construction.
Just outside. Come on, we can at least go in and talk to Miss Honda.
Yeah,
There's no answer.
maybe they can't hear that wussy knock of yours. My turn. Excuse me! What the hell did you do that for?
Going too far.
I love
And
this
you know,
music
the
so
apple
much.
doesn't always fall far from the tree. So I was concerned.
They didn't do anything to you, did they? Anything indecent?
Honest, are daring and daunting all you people know how to
Okay,
do?
the heck's going on?
Like I know.
Let's go and bring her back.
Get down. Think about it. The important thing here isn't what we want. It's what Miss Honda wants.
I know I'm blessed, truly. So I shouldn't say that what really I want is to go home. I wanted all of us to stay together, learning about each other. I wanted it so much.
Let's go!
Come on. It's time to go home.
You're here.
Who's that?
They're hot. It's time to go.
What? You're here too, Kyo? But I...
Nope, this is my Toru, and I will be taking her now.
Now just a moment. What is this about?
Can't you tell? We've come from Miss Honda.
Wait, are you from the house where Toru was playing live-in girlfriend? That would mean you're actually a guy.
Be careful how you speak about Miss Honda in the future. Scum.
Just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Can you imagine just training to be this big police officer, gets taken down by a flick? Love it. Because, yeah, like, knowing how that cousin is, I would be so scared for Toru living in that house with someone that just creepy and just throw his dick around energy. Just, ugh. Despise him so much.
Kyo?
Dragging her.
Come here.
Jeez, you left us the information so we used it, okay? Not that it was exactly helpful. Do you know how long I had to spend looking around with that damn rat? It was freaking torture. But honestly, I don't understand why I'm doing this either. I mean, why did I feel so on edge the second you left the house earlier? I don't get it, and that pisses me off even more.
Welcome to an emotion other than anger, Kyo.
Help me! I'm feeling.
You didn't want to leave our place. You should have just said so. We heard the whole thing from outside. Being selfish sometimes. It's no big deal. I wouldn't like it if somebody was selfish every single day. But that isn't the way you are.
No.
You can be selfish every once in a while. What is it? What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I want to go home.
And again, someone wanting to spend time with him just barely computes.
Come on, let's go home.
But you, all of my stuff.
Let's go.
Okay, next is the
So beautiful.
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying, Finn. My tear sac is broken.
I can't believe it. I'm the luckiest person in the world. You were right, Mom.
Because also, like, just being chosen for her as well. Because I don't know if you remember when she was talking about it wasn't who wants Toru to live with them after her mother passed. It was who has to, I can't remember how they phrased it, but it was like who has to deal with it or something like
Yeah,
it.
bear the burden of an extra mouth.
Yeah, it was like a law court of order decision who has to deal with that. It wasn't like, you know, people fighting over wanting her, which is, I mean, the sweetest person alive, and like absolutely obvious that this family does not care about her personality whatsoever, that she's just the goodest girl. It's how dare you live with men. Shocking.
Okay.
What just happened? He was really a guy.
I'm exhausted.
He was really a guy.
Having a little sexual preferences dilemma there, maybe, sir?
It's still Toto, Grandpa.
He was really a guy.
But wasn't that his detective work? Wasn't that his report back?
Not his detective work, apparently. He's training.
You captured the fair maiden. Congratulations, boys.
Captured.
Let's go with rescued the fair maiden.
I guess I'm moving back in here then.
And if there's any fallout, you just leave it to me.
Oh no, I couldn't ask you to do that.
Now, don't be silly. It's good you're back. These two tried awfully hard, after all. Couldn't have been easy. Swallowing their pride, stealing your note, dashing off on a desperate search for you. It was impressive, I have to say. I've never seen our Yuki go to pieces quite like that.
I did not go to pieces. That much.
You liar. Your face was basically screaming regret after she...
I believe that was your face.
It's not a perfect home, but it's yours, if you want it.
Yes.
She is home. Surprised by that turn of events that she ended up
That
back?
quick.
That
I'm
quick,
surprised
okay.
that was resolved that fast.
I'm so glad it was resolved that fast. I hate when things drag things out.
Could have made that a whole arc of having to deal with it.
This isn't Berserk. Where every arc is like 20 books long. But yes, Our Good Girl is home.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it more now. I don't know. None of it still feels like it's filler at all, even.
No.
It's all just bringing you up to speed on what's going on and giving you enough information for what you like. So is this the pace it continues then, or do they start going into like the dorm episode? Everybody show off your dorms in My Hero Academia.
I can tell you it's not like My Hero Academia. I can tell you that it was the second half of the season where I went, oh, this isn't your normal show. But in the sense of how you said nothing is filler, that sort of continues. Like, everything is relevant to the story. This is the story. It's not like
a fluff episode.
It's not, yeah, because it's slice of life. It's a life, so it's not like with detective shows, how you have the overarching case and then the filler shows for having the individual cases. It's very much, this is the story from beginning to end. So yeah, it's I guess it kind of revs up a bit, if that makes sense, of just like, you know, intensity of the story, but it's not like you said, like how there's like the whole season of My Hero where it's just the dorms and stuff. It doesn't really do stuff like that. Without giving anything away, it has a similar pacing of just, this is their life.
I'm also on, so Kyo, and then her mom is Kyoko.
Kyoko.
Yeah,
Kyoko.
I was wondering if it was meant like rebel or outsider or anything like that.
You know, I don't know.
To do with that.
I do not know.
With that, like, go against the flow vibe, go out and train in the forest for 4 months.
Could be connected. I'm not sure. What their names mean.
It's like getting
I will have you bear in mind something that Ua-chan pointed out, that the hair was similar. That's all. Yeah, just that. So it's just something that's already been brought up to bear in mind.
Cindy Lauper vibes. Orange hair drill.
But as to my understanding, it's dyed. They don't really go into that much.
Just thinking Mikasa as well. The only dark hair.
No, it's really interesting with having you watch this, because all you really have to compare is like shonen for the most part.
Or really dark.
Or Studio Ghibli.
Gore. Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah. Or
I know it's not going to go that bad.
I'm trying to think what the genre is called, but like Rosario Vampire type.
Oh, just goofy.
Goofy, silly.
Yeah, I don't even know what you classify.
There is a term for those. I can't. Ecchi. I can't remember exactly. Feel free to correct me. But yeah. So that was episode 5.
I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah. Let's go. Watch them all day. As wonderful as that would be. It is 3 seasons.
Sleep. Yeah.
All right. I think so. Yeah.
All right. Keep grinding, guys. Whatever you're doing, just keep grinding.
Bye.